It's raining in August and I'm headed out to the store. I kind of love the rain though. Would love for this to not be happening. Pouring rain and blue skies. Sure. I feel like I'm always filming getting in and out of a car. Just stopped by the local library. I picked up a book for my mom that she wanted to read. It is like smoky and gross outside, but breezy. It's very weird. I have a million things that I need to do, but most of them involve reading and writing. So I'm not really sure how exciting my vlog is going to be this week, but I will try to keep it at least a little bit interesting. Okay, I'm headed out to the farm. Gotta pick up my CSA box. They're doing a lot of road construction down from me, so hopefully I'll get there okay. For some reason, my normal bin at the farm wasn't in my car. So I have my LL Bean boat and tote. I hope it's gonna fit. It's time for another coffee chat. If you can't tell by the mug, it's been a bit of a stressful start to August, to say the least. This week I have a brand new mug courtesy of my mother who saw it and thought of me because she knows me very well. Coffee has been getting me through the first part of August, truly. What's been going on with me? I don't know that I've filmed a whole bunch for this vlog so far. It has been both like really hot and I don't want to do anything, and also really stressful and I don't want to do anything, and I am kind of behind on all of my plans. If you can hear a fan in the background, I apologize. It is 28 degrees in my office, so we're just gonna have to ride through that. I don't think I'm the only one that thinks that the first part of August has been pretty rough. I've heard of a lot of people complaining about eclipse season, a lot of the people who are like Cancer like me or in Aries, and Jupiter moving around, and I don't know, there's just a lot of rage at the moment. Maybe it's perimenopause, maybe it's the state of the world, maybe it's the fact that most of the province of British Columbia has been on fire this month. It's just been stressing me out pretty badly. I've been working on a lot of brand stuff recently, preparing to work with other brands, but also just cleaning up my own brand things, cleaning up some of my website. You might not know this, but I do all of the website design and programming myself. I mean, I use Squarespace, not an ad, but I have been doing that forever. So there's some like cleaning house kind of stuff that I need to do. I've been working on that. I've also been revamping my Substack. So in the month of August on Substack, I'm coming out with, on Sundays, a paid series that I'm doing, discussing everything that I've sort of been through with online harassment and stuff that's been going on from like a larger picture. What's up? Where was I? I have revamped my Substack, and there's going to be even more changes coming in September. But for now, I'm doing a paid subscriber only series that's very personal to me, and I'm going to be focusing a lot more on op-ed writing. I am going to come back with my weekly recaps of what's going on in the news, but I am going to pair that with more of my original pieces, my original op-eds, things that I want to take a deeper dive into, stuff about AI, stuff about the environment, things that I think, you know, a couple of sentences or paragraphs are just not enough to do it. So I want to do a lot deeper dives on those. So that's the plan for Substack. I also got accepted by ShopMy this week. If you don't know, ShopMy is a program. It's like an e-commerce program that has like affiliate links that you can partner with. It has over 47,000 brands that they work with. You have to apply to be included in it, but essentially all it's letting me do, or what I would like to be able to do, is to recommend stuff that I talk about in the videos. So oftentimes I'm making videos and I'm genuinely saying like, this is the book that I'm reading, this is the coffee that I'm drinking, and people ask about it, so that kind of will go into the ShopMy, and some stuff will have commission on it and some stuff won't. Right now, I am trying to make it so that links go to Canadian sites first, because I know it can be really frustrating when you're following somebody online and everything that they link to just goes to an American storefront that you can't access and you don't know how to find it, and then you have to go through another step. So I'm trying to do Canadian first. For example, there's one whole section that I've made up for Raincoast Vegan that is through Natura Market. Natura Market is a Canadian-based online retailer, but I've used them for many years now, and they're where I get a lot of my specialty vegan items from. So there's a whole list of the products that I actually do use in my real life. So it's a balance for me. You know, I've always said that I'm very happy to work with brands. They need to be things that ethically align with me, or products that I genuinely use. I'm not just going to endorse something to endorse it. These are real recommendations that I'm making anyways. I'm just putting them all in one storefront so that you can find them really easily. And things like the books that I list on there are books that I've been reading and talking about on different channels, but the books don't have a commission. So it's me just being like, hey, this is the title that I was talking about if you want to find it and buy it. I can also link to Etsy shops, specifically like Canadian Etsy sellers that I already follow and purchase from and like, and to let you guys know about them. I think it's a really interesting platform. There's not a ton of monetization opportunities for Canadians. Like, we don't have the TikTok Creator Fund. We don't get paid on Threads or Instagram. Some people get paid on Facebook. I don't get paid on Facebook. And YouTube's just totally changed their criteria. In order to be monetized, you have to get 8,000 watch hours, and I'm at like 300. So I'm far, far away from being YouTube monetized. So this is a way that I can kind of tap into that a little bit, get paid a little bit for what I'm already consuming, and also find an easy way to share with you guys what I'm recommending, have a landing page for it all to be in one spot. But transparently, I thought I would bring it up here. It should be launching this week, about when you're seeing this video. Look for it on my socials. I've been rolling out things a little bit more exclusively on Gander first, and Threads, sometimes Instagram. So if you're only following me on TikTok, you might be missing some of those things. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been working on. Speaking of Facebook, that brings me to this week's coffee chat and what I want to talk to you all about. So if you've been following for a while, you'll know a while back I got impersonated pretty heavily on Facebook. And I've been impersonated quite a few times in different apps. It's always very annoying. I report them. The site comes back, the AI comes back most likely and says like, oh, we don't see a violation. And it's super frustrating because I don't know if those bad actors are communicating with people in DMs, if they're asking them for money, if they're getting them into crypto scams. I don't know what they're doing or what their point is. And the one place that I had never really ventured into was Facebook. Mostly because I personally have always found Facebook comment sections really toxic and terrible. Just like on a personal user basis, I'm not a super big fan of it. And because Meta is opposed to paying Canadian journalists for their work, in Canada, we can't actually link to news items or anything. So it kind of lost its use when they stopped allowing that to happen. I was getting impersonated so often on Facebook that I was like, okay, I'm just going to start a page. I'm going to start a page so I can have a footprint there. And when people ask, you can go like, no, this is my actual page and the other people are impersonating me. And I just uploaded things that were already linked to other places, maybe on my Instagram or maybe on TikTok, or articles that I'm writing on Substack or whatever. I would link there and just sort of have it as a in the background footprint. I think initially I had like 12 followers. I'm not going to break the bank on Facebook. What I have found really interesting is that it just continues to feed me conservative slop. AI slop and extreme right-wing stuff, both American and Canadian. And I have no idea why. I right away followed like a bunch of like the BCSPCA, some environmental stuff, Mark Carney, Janice Irwin, who's a Alberta NDP MLA. Basically, if it was like environment, animals, or gay, I was following it to support, to kind of tell the algorithm, like, these are the causes that I care about. I am left. I am very left. And Facebook went, alt-right, that's you. And I have no idea why. But every time I open that page and I go through the feed, the people I'm following aren't there. Common problem with Facebook. But more concerningly, it's just like, we think that you want to separate from Canada and you're in Alberta. And I'm like, no. And it's so much AI slop that I'm seeing as well. The really heavily divisive language, all kinds of Trump stuff, like the stuff that is showing me. I will click not interested and I will block them, and I will do it every single time I log in. And no matter what, every time I log in, Facebook shows me an entire full page again of really extreme conservative, right-wing, separatist stuff. And I'm really getting kind of terrified about it. The reason it's terrifying me so much is because there are so many comments. There are so many people engaging with this. People who don't understand that the deepfakes, some of them, because I've seen our deepfakes, they don't understand it. It's not real. They are getting really amped up about points and talking points that aren't real. They are spreading all kinds of misinformation. And because Meta is not willing to pay for journalism in Canada, and they are blocking having any sort of news link on their site, there's no way to combat that disinformation. And if people are only logging into Facebook because they don't have Threads, they don't have TikTok, they don't go anywhere else, and they don't obviously engage in real news, I fear that they're just being slowly or quickly brainwashed into these things. And it is scary to see how quickly it happened with Facebook, because on my main page, like my personal private page that's existed for years, I'm not getting any of that. I don't see any of it. But the moment I started a business page with my name on it, that's all I've gotten. It was the first thing that it started feeding me to was really hateful content. And I know that's been a problem for a long time, and I know we've talked about it a long time, but I think seeing it firsthand for me, I was like, whoa, this is quite shocking, and I don't know what we're gonna do about it. Like, I don't have a solution. I wish I had a solution. I just am sharing my shock with all of you. The algorithms are really concerning me, especially with the referendum and everything going on in Alberta right now. We know that since 2023, CSIS has been telling Canadians, like, be aware there are people online who are really trying to sow this kind of division. There are foreign actors employing bots. You really have to be careful. They are trying to get to you in one way or another. And I think I've known that to be true as a content creator, to see the kind of comments that I get, especially on like TikTok. Also on YouTube, the comments that I get, like, you can tell, like, there's definitely foreign bots deployed to do certain things. And those are pretty easy to spot. But I couldn't get over how many and how immediate it was on Facebook. I think about the people that I've known, people I went to high school with, that I've watched become really radicalized on Facebook over the years, and I think this must be how it happens. And I wish I had a really good solution for you. I really wish I had a great suggestion as to how it happens. One of the things that I also noticed that was a little bit concerning to me is that liberal content, leftist content, doesn't seem to really get ahead on Meta. For example, on TikTok, I have 207,000 followers, and there's a really big conservative guy who's considered conservative Alberta, like one of the big voices, and he has less followers than me. Almost all of them have less followers than me on TikTok. But when I'm over on Instagram, my Instagram account has about 2,400 followers. His Instagram account has like 250,000 followers. Same on Facebook, same on Twitter. I can't tell whether or not some of these really alt-right content creators and outlets are capitalizing on being on Meta because they know they can't get fact-checked with articles, or it's something about the types of users that go to Instagram and Facebook versus other platforms versus things like Threads and TikTok. I'm not sure. I don't know if somebody is studying this. I can only speak from a content creator perspective, but I find it really strange. And as I've started to upload more of my stuff into Instagram Reels, I've also found that the comment sections, the comment sections on Facebook and Instagram are so much worse than they are on TikTok. TikTok has very, very strict content moderation for comments. Sometimes I will go to leave a comment and it will reject it. And I'm like, I didn't even say a bad word. I don't know what could be in there. You can set your own filters. Like I personally go in and set words that I don't want to have put in my TikTok comments, and it'll filter them out for me to review them. But the system itself also just kicks out a lot of comments. And I thought the comments on TikTok were bad. And then I started uploading more regularly to Instagram Reels, and I was like, oh no, it is very bad. And then a couple of things started getting traction on Facebook, and I was like, oh, it's so much worse. So I don't really know why the meta platforms are that way. I have found that Threads tends to be kind of the odd man out on that scenario, because I get a lot of lovely, great interactions with people on Threads. Maybe that's just me, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's bizarre. Last sip of coffee, and it is working. It's making me feel a lot less murdery so far. But yeah, I will say, just as a personal experience of being a content creator, I wanted to share that because I have started posting a lot more on Instagram and Facebook, and my experience with going into these platforms has been really eye-opening. I'm sure for a lot of people out there, they're like, duh, we've been doing this for years. But if you're somebody who has been like me, like I was on Tumblr for many years, I have been on Instagram all this time, but I am more of like a written person. Twitter, Tumblr, Threads, Substack. I like to do the words and the pictures. So those are the places where I've been. And it's just been quite a eye-opening experience to be thrown into the trenches on Facebook this way. And honestly, I never wanted to be there. It wasn't my desire to be on Facebook. I still don't pay a ton of attention to it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I just want to make sure that people stop impersonating me as best as I can. I personally wish that there was a better system that we could just report when people are impersonating us. Would make everyone a lot safer. It's actually one of the things I love about Gander. Not an ad for them. I know I always sound like I'm doing an ad for them, but on Gander, there's no bots. There's no bots, there's no trolls. It's just people, and you have to verify that you're a person to be on Gander, and it is so lovely. The thing about Gander is it feels so safe. It's like a perfect little corner of the internet that is so lovely, and everyone's nice, and they're sharing what they had for dinner and their thoughts on things and what's coming up on the news, but everyone's kind of being nice and respectful and funny. The Canadian humor is coming through on that app, and I love that so much. But it's like this little quiet, cozy nook. It's like going to Bowen Island and sitting in a little cafe on the water there and being able to talk to the people around you. It is so lovely, and I wish more spaces were like that. Unfortunately, I do fear that it might just be Gander. So if you are Canadian and want to join us over there, please join us over there. I love it. I think it is a great site, and I can't wait to see what else they come up with. Unfortunately, the coffee is gone. That means our coffee chat is up for the week. And I have a ton of writing to do. I have evergreen posts to do. I have to catch up on a lot of stuff. I also have a lot of new fun stuff that's going to be coming out, and some catch up on things from before. So make sure to keep staying tuned. I am going to have a big roundup and talk about Evergreen Book Club. It's not gone. It's not gone. It just kept getting sidetracked by people who were doing harm to me. So I now think, saying this for the third time, that we are in a good place, and I have some really awesome picks for the next quarter, and I can't wait to share them with you. So if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, tell others. I would love to get monetized on YouTube. On February, they are changing the amount to 8,000 hours. If I can get 4,000 hours by January 2027, I won't have to meet that quota. So if you would like to help me, I would love for you to tell other people about the Coffee Chat series, have them watch it. That would really help me. Comment on this so the algorithm knows that I exist. That would also really help me. Follow me on all my other socials, Threads, Instagram, Substack, Facebook, TikTok, all the places. They're all linked, and coming very soon, ShopMy. You will be able to see all the stuff that I like and recommend and stand by. That will be a new feature for you. So if you made it this far into the video, please drop a comment below, because I've had some people asking about merch. Specifically, they want nasty Canadian merch. There has been some suggestion that I come up with my own coffee mugs. These are things that I'm thinking of doing. There has also been the suggestion of art prints, because after all, I am a photographer. I have many years of photography behind me, and I do have an art print mail club, and I haven't thought of selling standalone prints for that. So if that's something that you're interested in, or Christmas cards, or anything that you might have an idea for, please let me know. Please drop it in the comments, and I will take it into consideration. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of August. Please go out and enjoy the sunshine wherever you are. Do not start a campfire, but enjoy the sunshine in any other way. And I will talk to you again soon. I just ate potato chips. I hope they're not in my teeth. It's been a month.